Feels really weird because I never thought we're gonna make the fourth album. I was always thinking that, okay, if I'm gonna do an album, it's gonna be the last, because fuck it, I don't feel like doing it again, and it takes too much work, and we pay lots of money, and instead you don't take money back because it's an underground band. But it was never about the money, it was about us and enjoying the music, and it feels really good because you look back to your old albums and you'll be like, oh damn, maybe you should have done this before and that, because you change, your musical taste will change. You start listening to different stuff. But each album, it has its own period of time. So it feels like Impale now, it feels like really, we're into it, it's a bit trashy, death metal. It's a metal album, this is all I can say. It is different because the first album, The Garden of Misery, it's a demo album. It's like, it's kind of doomish album. We had, we were kids growing up, like a bit more depressed maybe. This one is totally different. This one is a mature album, of course. We took 6 months purely in the studio. Actually, we wrote lots of the riffs and the music in the studio, which was the first time. Usually we get ready and we go to the studio and we record. So yes, it is different, much different than the others, and a bit more trashy. It's still a straight to the face metal album. Our plans is to release the album. It's gonna be in February 16th at a place called Yukunkun. It's gonna be in Jemaise. It's gonna be 25,000 including the CD. The beer will be 5,000. And it's a nice and new place. It's an underground club actually. It opens at 10, stays till the morning, 7. Of course we're not gonna play till the morning, because I'm too old for that. So we're gonna play a couple of... We're gonna play, I think, for like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, but intense. There's gonna be a DJ playing metal music and rock music. Actually we get lots of offers, about going outside, and now we're in our 30s, mid-30s, some of the guys. We're too busy working, everyone has his own job and own company or whatever, or a teacher or whatever it is. So that's why it's a bit complicated leaving the country for touring, but it's always fun if someday, something showed up. I'm not one of those guys that always complains about the metal scene and it's not working out, they do this, they do that. But the thing is, I'm sure about one thing, that back in the day, after years of experiencing the scene, I think we had much better days. Nowadays, I don't know, the kids, I don't know what the fuck they're into. Well, I see emo kids, with hair on their face, and those motherfuckers disappeared, and all of a sudden something else shows up. It's like trends, Back in the day, maybe back in the 90s was the grunge trend, but it was fucking much better than any trend now, which is weird, I don't know. What I hope all the metalheads and the new guys that are into metal in Lebanon, they get together and they start supporting the scene and seeing gigs and paying for that, and not hanging out outside the door. At least if someone is trying to do something, maybe they're not a perfect band, but the little support they get is awesome. We're not the same, like back in the day our first gig was fucking horrible. So every fucking time people, they get evolved and they start learning about their mistakes and the albums and everything, the sound and everything. So I think we should support more the young bands. So yeah, this is what I think for now. Hope lots of people show up.